clapping.
It's a little weak.
No, but you were paranoid about that last week. But you had your headphones on. I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't have.
Yeah,
headphones.
you were like, "Why's my
Stop
clap
doing
so
this.
weak?"
Dylan said I be twisting my hair mad aggressively.
On
And I
camera.
only twist this one section of hair.
Like you're from the streets.
But exactly. I don't know why it's only this one, like literally, like.
But I just feel like, yeah.
You mean on camera?
Like
in general, probably.
like all day, like literally all my hair would be curly like this, and then this part I'd be having like.
Yeah,
You
that
have
sounds
dreads.
about right.
Dreads,
We got a little.
exactly.
That sounds about right.
Hit
different, hit different, hit different, hit different, hit different, hit different. Hit around and hit it out and hit it out myself. I just know it's the ending word.
Nobody else, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All I know is the ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Her the way she sings, it's like it's hard to sing along with her.
She sings
Yeah.
like a
So you just
Rugrat.
let her go.
It's like, hey, it's like knock yourself out.
She goes all over the
She
place.
literally sings like Tommy Pickles. Like if Tommy Pickles was a girl, and the voice of Tommy Pickles is a woman, but she.
Oh,
she sounds like
okay.
a Rugrat.
I can hear it. Tommy.
I
mean, come on. You always love that.
I don't even know what this. I can't even remember what they sound like. Yeah, I remember that.
I always
Yeah.
love that part right after the.
I remember that.
Classically Scupio.
I remember my dad used to watch, like, if we were watching Rugrats and he'd be just like in the living room watching, he'd be like, at the end of the episodes, it was like, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty good episode.
My mom loves Rugrats. I still do. I legit.
He used to say that shit all the
still
time,
have
yo.
Rugrat shit from when I was little. Like I went to King's Dominion when I was like 9 or 10, and I got all the fucking Rugrats. I got like plush Rugrats. The only one I don't have is Susie Carmichael. She's the only one. I mean, not Susie. Angelica was the only one.
Angelica.
I never got.
I saw a video that went into like deep into Rugrats, like the behind, like the meaning of it. Did you see it? Wisecrack? Did you see it?
Dark.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah.
I read
was-
it. I read it a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Was it something like
I
his
saw a
kids
video.
died or
It's
something?
like a Rugrats theory. That's what I was
It might
looking
be
at.
different from the one.
It
I
might be
watched.
different because I was the one that I read. It was like a theory, like the dark theory of
Okay,
what's really going on with Rugrats.
Yeah,
it's
what was
like-
yours? Like 'cause
The
it
one that
might
I
be
had, it
different.
was dark. It was like Angelica. Her mom died. Her mom actually passed away, and that doll is the only thing that she left. That's why she holds on to it so hard. The woman, her mom, that they call her mom, that's her stepmom, and that's why she's
Or
always
the cell phone
busy
all the time.
and always on her cell phone. It's not really her kid or whatever. And then
Well, that's definitely not
The
true because Angelica looks just like Charlotte.
I can't
Looks
remember,
just-
but I don't remember.
They look
I
exactly
don't remember all the details, but I know.
Don't dare try to ruin my
I
childhood.
know another one was.
bitches.
I know another concept from that was that it wasn't actually twins, but the mother. There was. This is all Tommy's in Tommy's mind. I think it was in Tommy's mind, so it was his projection that she miscarried twins, and that's who Phil and Lil were.
So they're not even
So
there.
those are characters
Oh,
don't even exist at all. It was some deep ass shit. I don't know.
I think I read something where it's just like, Stu was a toy maker and basically like Tommy, I don't know, like Tommy had died and he just like spent his life like trying.
I
to
heard
make
something. Yeah,
toys
that's
shit.
part of
for
that same thing.
kids or
So
some
maybe it's
shit like
Angelica's. It's Angelica's. That's what she. That's her thoughts.
Yeah.
I think the whole point of view of the show is through her eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then it's like you see why. Yeah. I think that's what it was. Tommy died, and he spent his entire life dedicating himself to like making children's toys, pretty much, or something like that.
Okay.
It was dark as fuck.
Some
though.
dark shit.
Yeah, the one I saw was basically just saying like how if you look at the Rugrats cartoon from like an adult mind, it's basically it was really an examination of like Generation X and how they got betrayed by the 80s. Because in the 80s, remember, like capitalism was like a big thing, like being rich and all that stuff. That was like the goal and all that stuff. And then by the 90s, Generation X, they got older and realized that was all kind of like bullshit. And you can't just go out there and things will just happen for you.
And get
and
rich quick and shit.
that was the generation where things started to get even more expensive. Of course, for millennials, it got even more expensive for us, like, inflation and shit. But for them, they were the first generation to get out of the 80s and be, sort of let down by Ronald Reagan and all that stuff. And yeah, the 80s were all about being rich. And then the 90s, it was sort of like Generation X. It was just like they were sort of depressed. So if you look at the father, Pickle, he always looks like he's losing sleep. He's unhappy with his life.
He did always look stressed out.
But he's just like, yeah, we're gonna make it, you know. And he's always like, always on
chasing
that
some
edge.
dream or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and the wife, and they're trying to make it work, you know. Like, so it was really like an examination from the adult point of view of just Generation X, sort of having to survive on minimum wage while raising kids. You know, so
Damn, I gotta read that one.
yeah. Or it was a video. It was a video just
Probably
going
on
into it.
YouTube.
You found it?
Yeah.
I found your dark theory. Yes.
Okay, yeah, read that one. Real quick.
This is very dark. I don't like this.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm telling you, the one that I read was crazy.
So it says that the Rugrats were actually a figment of Angelica's demonic and unimaginable imagination.
Yep.
Chucky died in '86 along with his mother, and that's why Chaz is a nervous wreck all the time. Tommy was born in '88 but was a stillborn. That's why Stu was constantly in the basement making toys for the son who never had a chance to live. The DeVilles had an abortion in 1990, and Angelica couldn't figure out whether it would be a boy or girl, thus creating the twins.
That's what it was.
Wow.
That's what it was.
As for all grown ups, they went deep.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
covered
They
everything.
went deep. As for all grown up, the teenage Angelica became addicted to various narcotics, with further aggravated her schizophrenia, bringing her back to her childhood,
Yep,
and
she
thus
was
her
schizophrenic.
creation she obsessed over. Because of that time lapse between the present and the last time she interacted with her creation, she made them older. Angelica was constantly taking hits of acid, so she would never have to live without her creations, who were her only company.
Yep. Yeah.
Her actual mom died of a heroin overdose in '82, just after Angelica
That's
was
why her
born.
doll looked crazy.
And Drew, in his depression, married a gold-digging whore that Angelica idolized because she fooled herself into thinking it was her real mom, but always had a concept of her mom, Cynthia, and took a Barbie doll and made it after her mom's image, wearing an unwashed orange dress and having jacked up hair, which is why she's so attached to it. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Cynthia's a fucking crackhead. That's fucking.
Yeah.
That is so deep.
Cynthia was on that dog food.
Yeah.
It says later in life, she followed in her mom's footsteps with drugs and everything, dying of an overdose at age 13 when All Grown Up was canceled. Wow.
Oh, all grown up. I
Oh, then
remember
we had to talk about the only Rugrat to not be fictional, however, was
Susan.
unborn Tommy's brother Dill.
He was real.
However, Angelica didn't know the difference between Dill and her creations, although Dill didn't follow her commands. After endless crying and refusal to disappear like the others did, when Angelica was angry with them, she hit him. Due to this, he sustained a brain hemorrhage, which resulted in a deformation. Deformation.
deformation.
Wow.
Deformation.
Deformation.
Yeah.
Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
Or defamation. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
One of the two. Well, defamation.
You defamation of the proclamation.
the prophecy, the proclamation.
And that gives me the now notion of the.
Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
Check
I
back the
and
two
I was thinking
termination.
of I was thinking of the Damon Wayans in Living Color.
Oh yeah,
jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Somebody did a what do they call it? Face dub.
Oh,
When they swapped the
deep
face,
fake?
deep fake,
Yeah.
with fucking T.I.'s face over that. Hilarious. Because he be talking like that anyway, low
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
I may
And-
have seen that actually.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
beside that one and the Meg the Heart.
Meg the Stallion one?
Meg the Stallion or Steve the
Steve Harvey
Stallion.
over her
Yeah.
face.
Steve the Stallion.
That shit was.
That one.
was
Those
crazy.
were the best
That
two
was
that I've
terrible.
seen so far.
I don't know why people.
You got to
would
see
do
the
that.
one with Tom Cruise. There's some like in a Tom Cruise impersonator. Like he does the voice great, but then they put Tom Cruise face on his face. It's just like holy shit, that's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Susie was Angelica's only friend, though. She just
Only
went
real-
along with all the bullshit.
Yup.
That's basically what it said.
Shout out to black people always making you feel like you're, whatever you think is real.
Yeah. Look, I'm pretty sure like the creators of Rugrats could read all of that and be like, "What the fuck are you guys talking
Yeah.
about?"
Like,
But it
our
is
theories are-
it
our
is a
theories are fun,
fire.
though.
Yeah, it is a
theories are
fire
fun.
little twist to it though.
it's
Yeah.
not. It's terrible.
It is. I mean, we
Oh,
got
you
that
mean
version.
not fun? Yeah.
I mean, it's not fun. No, it's
Yeah.
pretty. It's pretty
That's why
dark.
she's like, it's
She's died of
terrible.
overdoses.
Yeah.
It's like real life abortions. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of levels in that.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah,
insane.
she must have had a
type
late
shit.
term abortion if she knew that she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's kind of
See,
real.
now I'm just getting too deep.
Yeah, let's leave that alone.
just leave
We'll
that
just open the
alone.
show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave all that in there though.
Yeah.
You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can.
So, you know,
Oh my god. Welcome
Welcome,
Welcome,
to the Three Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane and Petty.
Jerry TNT.
And welcome back, episode 156.
Welcome back. Yeah. You're gonna give it to him just yet.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
save it.
yo. Sorry for the late episode drop, you know what I'm saying? But shit
Oh, yeah.
happens.
Life happens.
Life
It's Corona.
happens, and this is life, nigga. You know
Look,
what I'm saying?
we do not have to make excuses for this year.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Hey,
this
look,
is the year
yeah,
of no
you-
excuses.
This is the year of, hey, nigga, I'm doing what
We don't
I
need
want.
any excuses
I do what I
anymore.
can do.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I'm.
Is
But
that
hey,
men-
how come you
is
weren't-
that
oh,
mentally
2020.
sustained?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
facts.
Yeah. Mhm.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
If you try to use that at work, like, how come you always? It's
How come you always
2020,
like
bro. This
20?
shit
That's
crazy.
true.
That's literally
Your
what I
boss
tell
says, yeah, that's true, man. That's true. I
Yeah.
understand.
It's a panty.
So this is Thanksgiving week. Hopefully y'all have some good Thanksgiving plans.
I hope so.
Hopefully you're having a good Friendsgiving or your family's coming to town. You know, whatever. Get drunk, smoke weed, do whatever y'all do. Pop some addies, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing.
That's
Do whatever you and your family do. I don't know what y'all do, but you know that might be part of y'all thing.
yeah, man.
I went to the gun show today, yo.
Oh,
I want to tell
nice.
y'all about that. So the gun show,
I got
post
shot. No.
post 2020 election,
Oh.
fucking jumping, dog.
There's
It
a lot
was.
of niggas out there.
Oh, the hood niggas was out,
Oh,
and it
okay.
feels so.
All right.
I love seeing it.
I thought you meant like
we're
redneck
like,
thing or-
oh no, they were out there,
They
and
definitely be
They were
out
out
they
there
were.
too.
I mean, but they're the regular.
Yeah, they're
you know,
usually
that's
there.
just where they're gonna be there
They just
regardless.
collect guns.
Yeah. The gun collectors were out there. The rednecks was out there. The what was it? 1776 people was out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
The Confederates were out
Confederacy, yeah.
there. The Nazis were out there.
Oh shit.
All that. Yeah. So
They're all hugging.
yeah. So the two crazy things that I saw, but it was crazy. I was with my boy Richie. He's been on the podcast before when we were doing the brackets for like kids TV shows.
Speaking of Rugrats.
Yeah, speaking of Rugrats.
Yeah.
But he was like, the flea market was going on still, and then he was like, bro, it's a clear difference in people who are here for the gun show and the flea market. Like he was like, these are the people that own guns. I said, brother, you're about to look at everybody in our area and outside of our area that owns a gun, and you're gonna immediately realize this is why I need one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you niggas are just handing this shit out to everybody. Like,
It's so crazy. Like everybody who hates everybody was in this one place.
oh yeah, because we all need that. I won't say a tool for hate, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
But it's so crazy, like
you know what
shopping
I'm
for
trying
it
to
at the
say?
same
Not,
place.
Not like you actively out there, but it's like we all coming here because we're protecting ourselves from.
Hey,
our
I'll shoot you
ops,
later. I'll shoot you too.
The people that we think are enemies. You know what I'm saying? And we're all preparing for each other, and we could be each other in the
yeah, we
same.
could shoot.
Yeah,
I could possibly shoot you sometime.
and
Vice
and it's
versa.
fucking crazy. So one of the crazy things that I saw was it was a Trump memorabilia stands, at least two, and they just had all the shit that Trump ever had for sale. T-shirts, big ass flags, all that stuff. Memorabilia because he's not our president. Let's not forget that.
That's true.
And then I also saw a Reagan Bush T-shirt where that was alive and well. And then I saw, all right, I'm going to post a picture on the screen. And I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not take a picture of it. But there is somebody with me. This is not cap on any level. You okay?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Wild Wild West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nigga in the wheelchair, he had no legs.
Yeah.
So there was a guy there with no legs. But he had the nubs like
Like Forrest Gump. Yeah.
loose. He had the nubs, but he had a wheelchair that was like the dude from Wild Wild West.
Whoa.
So we saw him.
Automatic.
It was automatic, and the motherfucker went up. It raised
Oh.
up. This nigga went from wheelchair height to like 6'5" just to look at some gun, and then would like lean the bitch over a little bit too. Bro,
shit.
it was crazy.
Oh my god.
And like
That is
when I say literally the Wild Wild West wheelchair,
Yeah.
his shit rised up just like that, bro.
It looked like the thing where you have to like wind it up.
Yes,
and
and
it goes up.
you saw the gears on each
Yeah.
side, like not the gears, but like the metal
Mechanics
extended.
and everything.
Yeah, you could see it all in the nigga's chair, completely lifted up, and all of a sudden he was taller than most people there.
Oh shit, that's scary.
Yes, bruh. It was,
Wow.
bruh.
Him coming
One of
after
the
you like
wildest,
that?
one of the wildest things I ever saw, yo. Because when we saw it, I was like, bruh, me and Zach was just like, what the fuck? Like, we
That's
couldn't believe,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
shocked. You don't want to take your phone out. It's mad people. There's no way to do this
Yes.
slick, but,
Yeah.
bruh, it was crazy.
The
dog.
nigger's got a phone.
Yo, it was so crazy, dog. And then that was one thing that I saw that was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the next thing I saw that was crazy, and I'm sure this guy goes to all of the gun shows. I just didn't see it. But we're like, like if you've ever been to the gun show, for those who don't know, even though gun show sounds like a group of people getting together and then they're just like displaying guns and it's like a gun show. That's not it at all. It's not.
Yeah, they like selling.
It's
guns.
literally a flea market for guns. That's all it is. So it's
Yeah.
like vendor tables, shit like that. So the vendor table, you know, they'll have their guns all lined and then they're in the middle. So we're walking down, like me, Zach, and then there's a group of white boys in front of us, and we're all walking down the line looking at all the guns that they have for sale. At the end, they had swastika patches for sale. And one of the white boys was like, whoa! Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, dude? And then they were like, they just immediately turned and left. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And-
okay. So,
yeah.
they
Like, left
weren't
the whole
excited.
section?
No, left that.
Left that area.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
Yeah, they weren't excited. They
Yeah.
were just like,
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
they weren't excited. They were just like, what the fuck? This motherfucker sell like
Like,
dude.
this nigga serious.
Dude was selling swastika patches in variety of colors. Had all of them, bro.
I would have bought one.
just to see what would happen. You
I
know?
swear to God.
You know, I was gonna say
Only
like
thing
you
I
should have just
love.
gone
I
over
was
like, how
like,
much
can
for
I
this
have
one?
two of those? Let me have a blue one and a red one.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
His head
Fuck those
just
niggers. Bitch.
I like what you had.
You gonna fuck around and take it home and see a secret address on the back.
Right.
Yeah.
Meet at this location.
Right, dial this
day
number,
and
press
time.
1.
Yeah. But yeah, so those were the two crazy things that I saw.
Wow.
On top of that, gun prices are up, ladies and gentlemen. The demand is high
Yeah.
and the prices are fucking up. Like ammunition is up. Ammunition is dry. Like people like 9mm ammunition, like they have a big ass box on display that would normally have a bunch of boxes of rounds just stacked up in.
Yeah.
Bro, it was a pile this like 2 or
Yeah.
3 boxes high only. And he was like, I don't even know if I got some more of that. Hold on, let me check the truck real quick. Like, bro's going out to his truck just to try to fill somebody else's order because
Yeah.
they're just running through ammunition. Like, people are buying ammo left and right. And because the demand on guns are so high, they literally added the price. They added an extra $100 to $200 to every gun that I've ever seen there before.
Wow.
So if it was a gun that was normally $350, it was $450
Yeah.
or $500. Like everything was taxed by at least $100. 50 to no, not even 50. Everything was taxed by at least $100
Wow.
to possibly more.
Well, I mean, gun commercials, which are mass shootings, have been happening for the past 10 years. So, of course,
This is the first year we got a break, and I didn't even realize that this is the first
what
year we
Dave
got a
Chappelle
break.
said.
I didn't realize until he said it.
yeah.
And he
It's
was like-
everybody wants to go back to normal. It's like, what, do you remember what it was like?
I
before
forgot. I kind of, which is fucked up. I forgot, but you know
this?
what?
Yeah.
Maybe I forgot.
But you forgot because it was so normalized.
yeah,
It was
that's
like,
true. That's
hey,
true.
this weekend, you know what's happening.
Yeah, it was really a lot of active shooters, bro. Before quarantine, it was.
But see, that's what confuses me because I'm just like,
Now they're just
okay,
planning.
so
They're
they
just planning and
They're
plotting
planning.
now.
They're
Yeah.
planning.
Oh, they're
and plotting.
no, but what I'm saying is like
This is
it's
the
so
recipe
crazy.
ingredient.
Like they're Curtis. They'll take your life with a gun, but they're Curtis. Is that Curtis?
Courteous.
Courteous,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
courteous.
Curtis Blow.
I was
saying,
like,
Curtis, but
I was like, who is this?
50 Cent.
Curtis
I was
Blow.
like, who is this nigga
Yeah.
you talking about?
Curtis, I hate you. No. Yeah, courteous to at least not to stay at home, stay at home and not get everybody else sick. I'm like,
Exactly.
oh, they care about people's lives.
Yeah, there was a couple gnarly people in there that like just didn't have a mask. We also overheard, from what it sounded like, there was plenty of hood niggas out there too, and that always makes me feel good, because it's just like normally it's just a bunch of white people, conservative white
Well,
people
you need
at gun
backup
shows.
in case some shit happens.
You know what I'm saying? But it's good to know that niggas are out here loading up for their ops too.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive we heard somebody say the nigga gave me the green light, so shit, nigga, you already know. I was like,
Wait, who's that?
it was a nigga on the phone.
Hey,
Oh,
y'all better
okay.
stay.
All right.
Hey, y'all better stay dangerous. Better be strapped up. Don't get caught lacking.
He was like, these niggas out here moving funny, nigga. You already know where I'm at. I'm about to get right. They already gave me the green light. I'm
probably
like,
know that.
what?
And he rhymed.
Yo.
Damn.
So the ops was, niggas is out there getting strapped up for their ops. And
But that's still the funniest image to me, though. All the people who are against each other in the same place buying guns. See
Yeah.
you on Thursday.
I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, I don't think I like guns. I said, you go to a gun show, I bet you're going to be like, if he has one, I need one too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you'll
saying?
see,
Like,
yeah.
that's literally like every time I've ever had to do anything for my gun license or I had to deal with a firearm, when I see the other people that are there for the same thing, I'm like, this is why I carry.
Yeah.
I can't, because they gave you one, nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
As
Like,
long as you can prove that you're not fucking crazy, that's all they care about.
and that's just on
That shit
paperwork.
it's honestly way
That's
too
just
easy
on-
to get a
yeah,
gun
it's
permit.
too
That shit is
easy.
online.
And it's $5.
And it's $5. And you can get up to like what, 5 at a time?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
in
get
one
5
setting.
minutes,
Like, yeah, but once you get the concealed, once you take the little 8-hour concealed class, you can get 100 of them if you want. It don't matter.
Well, I think that's by design. I mean, chaos makes the country go around.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm asking for Christmas.
A gun.
A gun. My mom.
I
My mom is one of the people that don't do guns. You know what I'm saying? Like we couldn't even do this with our hands. When
No, I wasn't even allowed to have water guns,
Yeah.
Nerf
Oh,
guns.
If I
really?
did have water
Nope.
guns, like if it was like a water gun
Shooting
fight
games?
or like a field day or something like
Yeah.
that, I would have one, and literally it would be gone by the end of the day. Like
That's my mom.
I had
Wow,
one
so you
fucking
never had
super
a-
soaker, and that shit was. I feel like my mama did something. I feel like
Never
she
was
broke
allowed
it
to
'cause
have toy guns.
Yeah, I could never do that. Not even like the little squirt guns. None of that shit. I
Yeah.
did not play none of that shit.
Yeah, that's how my shit was too. And
And you're like, I got all the water guns now.
yeah,
As an
right.
adult.
Upgrade to the real
But for
one.
me, it's
That's
like
what you went to the gun show
For
for?
me, I just try to get my parents to understand. Like, I live alone. Like, yeah, I have my dog, but he's too fucking friendly. Like, he's a big ass baby. And,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I work late.
You
night.
need at
I'm
least a
working
shotgun
late.
for the house.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
work late as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
how my house is, like, you see my house. Like, my house
You-
is a dungeon.
It is.
Like, you
I
have to
mean,
go down 2 flights of steps. And
If you
then
have
it's
if
my
you have
house.
somebody trying to hurt you, you have
Wait,
to
I
pass
have?
them to
I see
leave.
your house?
You been to my house? You came to my house last Thanksgiving? Crazy?
Oh yeah. I thought you were talking about your.
No,
But yeah.
oh damn, no, that was my parents'
That's
house.
your
You didn't go to my
parents'
house.
Oh yeah,
house. Your house.
the
Oh,
way
no,
the way
damn.
your
Yeah.
house is set up, that if somebody was trying to hurt you, you have to pass them to exit.
Yes, like
Yeah.
for me to get up, I'm kind of good because I could just go out the balcony door
Oh yeah, true. You have
and just
that.
go up the hill, but nigga,
If you're trying to leave the front door,
yeah,
you
like if
have
they
to
go, if they
pass
coming
them.
through the front door, really, I feel like somebody will be dumb because like if I have all the lights off in my house, it's like I said, it's a dungeon. Like you
It
can't
is.
see shit.
Yeah,
like, you
it's
can't
some-
see. I live
yeah.
on the bottom floor, and you have to go down. You know what I'm saying? Go downstairs.
Yeah, like as soon as you come to her house, you go down like
go down steps, it's
like a
little-
short
little-
step, a landing, and then another short step.
Yep, and then it's my house. So it's dark as
It's
fuck. I
just
can't
like
even hear my
just
door
like
in my room.
just like those people's houses where as soon as you walk in, you go upstairs to the living room.
Yeah.
Hers is just opposite.
Oh.
go
down.
Oh, okay. You go
It's
down.
the basement
Alright.
version
So-
of that, which I didn't even know
Wait a
that shit
minute,
existed.
Wait a minute. Let me clarify.
Yeah, I didn't know they
You guys-
existed.
You guys aren't talking about the outside. You're talking about the inside.
This is
The inside design.
Open the door to go inside the house.
There's
I
a
have
small-
flight of
Stairs are
steps
going
right
down.
there.
You're going downstairs first.
That's
landing and
Yeah,
then another
yeah.
flight of steps.
I thought you were talking about like downstairs outside of an apartment complex. Or some shit.
No.
I'm like, that's
No.
normal as
So
fuck.
from the
Nope.
outside of my apartment, like
It looked regular as
it looks
fuck.
regular,
It
but
looks
then
so
when you go
normal,
in, you're
yo.
like, what the fuck?
That shit threw me
Like,
off when I went over there.
Staircases
Yeah,
on the roof.
yeah,
it throws
bruh.
most people off. So it's just like if they even do come through the front door, like as soon as they walk in, it's gonna be
So
dark.
question,
they'll be,
how do you have a
they'll
balcony?
Be, huh?
How do you have a balcony?
On the
I
bottom
have the
floor
bottom, I
at
have
the
a
back.
patio, a patio rather. So I have a
Oh, so your shit is like built on a hill.
yes.
Yeah,
That's the only way that works.
yeah.
No, that was a good question.
Pretty much, yeah.
You went
facts.
down. Wait. How do you?
There's
Yeah.
3
This
stories.
is the only way.
Yeah.
This the only way this design is even
That shit
possible.
was
layout-
not clicking in my
Yeah,
The
head.
yeah.
layout is crazy. The layout is really the
That
layout
shit
is
hard
really
though.
Crazy. Yeah.
It's
I'm
dope.
just thinking of
And
Inception. That's all.
I'm glad I thought of that because I was like, you know, the people's houses where you go upstairs immediately. It's that, but opposite. As soon as I said that, y'all were like, "Hold the fuck up!
Facts.
What kind of house is this at this point?"
like picturing it as so.
Bruh, it's like because that's the only way we've ever seen it. Like,
Yeah.
and that little landing, it's not a little landing. You
It's
got
like a little. I don't.
you got a little bench
I have
on there
yeah, I
too.
have like a
Don't?
little ottoman like that, and like a little.
A nigga could chill there if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And
Like,
sit there, just kind of kick back and relax.
right in front of a window. It's real. It's real
I'm
cool.
pulling up. I gotta see.
You got to see this
Yeah.
design,
You go trip
bruh.
down the stairs.
That shit's fire.
Surprisingly, I've never felt falling down the steps. I've fallen
surprised
up the
about that.
steps, but I've never fallen down the steps.
You falling up the stairs?
Yeah.
What is it?
Just
like
just-
tripped or
like-
like slipped on
Yeah.
the step.
Sometimes I be forgetting the bottom step, and I'll. Like, damn.
But you
Break
need at
your
least
toe.
everybody needs at least a shotgun in their house.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Dave Chappelle said in his stand up. Any
I
rational
need one for
person
the house
when
and I
they
need
hear
one for the car.
if
I
you
need one for the
continue to,
Buckshot,
car.
buckshot.
you continue to
buckshot.
move forward, you know every even if you've never owned a gun, niggas know that sound.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
know when it sounds big. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we know we know what a little cock sounds. and we
See,
know-
I used to be good because like my
Pause.
neighbors. Dead.
Paul.
Nigga turn it right back.
we know what a little cock sounds. Pause.
But I used to be good because like my neighbor, you know what I'm saying? My neighbor was like, he was from fucking Cleveland and shit. Like he was an old head. He was like 42, 43. You know what I'm saying? He's strapped like, and then you sit on the couch like, God damn, nigga. He like, oh, my bad, let me put that up. Shh. Like, what's that? Never even seen that gun before. Is that military grade? Should you even have that in these apartments here right now? But and then I live in Wake Forest. You know what I'm saying? I'm surrounded by white people, like literally just walking distance from my house. They at Wakefield High, they hung was like a year or two ago. They hung the Black Santa by a noose. They got a new black principal,
Oh, shit.
and the
remember
students hung a fucking
Black
Black Santa
Santa,
with a
yeah, I
noose.
remember
Like somebody in the neighborhood, actually in the neighborhood behind mine, left a note. It was all over the news. Left a note about the Black Lives. Don't put no Black Lives Matter sign in your yard. We want to keep this neighborhood nice type shit.
Sounds like Wake
and it was like it's
Sounds like
like
Wake County, Johnston
know it was
County.
like that.
Sounds like North Carolina to me.
It does.
Yeah.
Sounds like
But
North
just for
Carolina.
that,
But
but
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I
But
definitely need- yeah.
the fact that you know that you living within 10 miles of shit like that.
Walking distance.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I could literally
yeah.
probably walk to that person's house
Yeah.
like easily. Everything is walking distance where my house is. Like, so it's just
Yeah,
like,
so just
hell
knowing the fact that it's like, let me just in case you decide to take
And
a
I don't know. I don't
knock on my door one day. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
know why
saying?
my parents don't get it. Like, and I know how to shoot guns. Like, I go with my homies. We go to the country, shoot guns all the fucking time. So I'm just
That's where
like,
I'm trying to shoot next. Like, I don't want to shoot at the range. It's just not
Yeah.
as fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool,
My homie
like
people got,
with
like,
the targets and the light. You
fucking
know what I
4
mean?
acres.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we just
like,
be out in
I
the
w-
country. Just
And the
fucking-
sound is way better.
Yes,
Like,
that shit is loud.
Travels better. Probably.
Yeah.
travels better. It's not compact. I mean, the booths, the gun ranges are designed to absorb a lot of that sound. You still have your earmuffs on, but you can feel the force on your skin from somebody busting next to you. You feel that little. You feel, you know what I'm saying, depending on how big that is. Yeah, but if you're outside, at least everything can just disperse freely. You know what I mean? You still got your earmuffs on or whatever, but yeah, I want to go somewhere outside, but I don't want to go out. There's no point of me going out there really. If all I have is a handgun, I feel like if I had an assault rifle, that make more sense, or at least a rifle that I can go out
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
something long range. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like you need long range and close range. I definitely need.
Yeah.
I would definitely want like a shot, like you said, shotgun for the house, and then something for the car.
yeah,
Gotta have something.
it's some. This is the now that I've started carrying, I get it. It's like you need one based off of weather and seasons, low key. Like it depends on what
Explain.
it depends on what type of carrier you want to be. So you can be the type of carrier that no matter what outfit you're in, no matter what you do, you literally always have a gun on you somewhere. Like it's gonna be on your person at all times. There's those people. I realize I'm not that type of person just because I've learned how to carry comfortably, but it's not that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally still have a piece of metal on your fucking hip inside of your pants. You might need to buy your you might need to buy your pants a size bigger. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of like little tweaking that these people are doing.
Is that a
Like
gun in your pants, or you're just happy to see me?
word up, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a Glock.
And I just glicky. And it's like I just realized I'm not gonna be that person. I'm not about to adapt my wardrobe for this. So I feel like the easiest for me is I need one that no matter what, if I just was like, no matter what, I need to have it on me. I have that carrying style. I got a compact one that has enough rounds, is reliable, and a comfortable as way of carrying to where I can just have it anywhere. Then I'm on some shit where I want the locational ones. So it's like if I'm in the studio, I have one
right
within.
there, yeah.
I have one within grass. There's a shotgun within grass if I need it in the studio. In the house, there's something within grass. In the car, there's something within grass. So I don't have to have it on me.
Yeah.
So if like, you know, in the
See, I think the only thing with guns, especially like if people who have children, they're the ones that have to be the most careful. Just because I've read or seen tons of stories about kids blowing their heads off, finding their parents.
if you're a
dead.
responsible gun owner, you're supposed
Responsible, yeah.
you're supposed to move with your gun the same way. Like there's no extra precautions by having a kid in the house with a gun. The same shit that they would tell me, even if no kids were in the house, is the shit that they would want me to do. Have your gun in a safe that's not like a twist term or button knob safe, but like it's got buttons. So you can put a pattern in the middle of the night with no lights and get it open. And it's locked up from,
Oh, like a
yeah, or it's like they have one that like,
fingertips type.
it's like fingertips and you just,
Eye scan.
you know, like you just like punch a little 4 combo in with your fingers.
Gotcha.
It pops open your box, boom, you're good to go. The kid's not gonna get in that. I'm supposed
a
to have,
gun
you know
in
what I
a
mean?
box.
Like I should have that now, or if I have a shotgun, it should be somewhere hidden to where children couldn't reach it, but it's still out of reach of a stranger from finding it too.
Right.
Like either having like those concealed walls or like those little invisible walls or those like fake shelves and shit like that, where you know something like that. So
Yeah.
that's how you're supposed to be moving, regardless, even if
you're responsible.
if you're moving
I was
responsibly.
one of them joints that
sorry.
come out the headboard like, what?
Yeah, but then I seen
What,
those
What
videos.
was it, Empire with Fat Joe? Have you ever seen that movie with John Leguizamo?
See, the ones that I saw,
Empire?
I can't remember,
Never
but
seen Empire?
oh no,
Not the
I saw like
show,
1 or 2
but-
episodes.
No,
movie
it's
called
it's a movie. It's an old
Oh, no.
movie. John Leguizamo was starting. Basically, he's like a kingpin, basically.
Oh, I like
Anyway,
John.
there's a scene where Fat Joe is in there, and they basically run into his crib. This nigga pressed some shit on the side of the couch. Goddamn, I don't know what the fuck. Just pop up from behind the couch, like literally, and that bitch fall right in his lap. He just light niggas up. That
Damn.
shit. And it was in slow mo. He was like, for this shit.
I've seen those. I've seen like they have
Crazy.
some where the headboard.
Yeah, I like one.
You reach back and you push up, and the shotgun or rifle, whatever you have, falls
Drop
into your
it.
hands
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
And then you just good. You lean
That's
up and
what
you're
I
good to
would
go.
want.
But there's a company, and I can't remember what the name of the company is, but it's this company, and that's all they specialize in is pretty much modern day hiding your weapons.
Gotcha.
Yo, they have some of the illest shit on their website, yo. And like a lot of this stuff you can install yourself. So it'll be like a floating shelf, like anybody else will have in their floating shelf, but you leave 2 magnets on top, and when you put them over the ends, the bottom of the shelf falls out. And then you can have multiple guns just layered in there.
Yeah.
And then they'll do like a mail table at your front door. And it'll be like a secret compartment on the mail table where if you put the magnet there, it'll open up a drawer. So as soon as you open the drawer in the middle of the night, right at the front door, you have something.
Gotcha.
So they have like some wild shit. They got this mirror, and like you put it in between the studs, and then you cut the big ass box of drywall out. So if you know in a room you're gonna just have like a standing mirror, that's the one you get ready in.
Yeah.
You open that up, and that is your gun locker.
Okay.
So they build it like inside the wall.
Yeah, you build that, and you can install it yourself. Like them shits be crazy. They be dumb expensive though. Like getting those little like that locker mirror thing is expensive. Armor alls, furniture. Like they'll sell you furniture that has like compartments built in.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
okay.
got all like they specialize in that. That's what they do. They do it.
You got
all.
the Bible that don't have the pages in it.
Exactly.
It's
You know,
just-
shit
it's just
like
a box.
that. Yeah, that shit. Like, if you got some money and you trying to do it big, like to where literally your furniture, like,
Yeah.
you just know how to get to it in your own furniture, you can get some shit like that, and they be having quality ass looking pieces, like.
That's some equalizer shit. Some John.
Equalizer.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the-
Or
you
some
think
Mr.
of-
and Mrs. Smith, like having that secret
like-
inside the garage or in the kitchen or something.
Yeah.
That's that somebody's after you.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Now,
What's-
my bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say something about this right here. I was gonna say I didn't watch it, but I was gonna say I wonder if Jeezy or Gucci was packing that night.
Oh,
No.
That's Gucci Man did not sit down the entire time. That nigga definitely.
He's on go mode.
He definitely had somebody. He had Pooh Shiesty in the back. That nigga was. They were strapped.
Yeah, they were.
That nigga did not
bruh.
come there to
They had to
win.
be, right?
That nigga
He
woke
came
up
there
with
for-
violence on his mind.
He can't. He
came to
woke
fight.
up for. He woke
to choose
up.
violence.
He
and
did.
chaos.
He did. And he was gonna. He was. And what I pretty much realized is he was gonna continue the disrespect publicly until he apologized for trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And then that's when Jeezy kind of did like his
It was
halfway
20 years ago.
apology.
15, nigga.
Yeah, it was like Jeezy did his halfway apology. Hey, look, man, whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? We passed that. That's why he was like, at the end, he was like, okay. And then he stopped slaying him. He stopped disrespecting him. Then at the end, he was like, all right, you extended the olive branch. I'll accept that. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying? Like,
so I didn't watch the whole thing.
it
So,
was intense.
So that's what I was
What?
going to ask you.
It
Was
got
the,
really. It was very
It was
intense.
intense.
really?
He was like,
you could feel it.
bruh, you
Bro,
can,
this man Gucci, bro. This man
if you
Gucci
send
calls
another
me a
one over,
pussy,
I'm going to send him back
a
the same
bitch.
way in a box.
This nigga said we smoking on Pookie Low tonight. Like,
Well, you know that Gucci killed Jeezy's homeboy, right?
so
Yeah.
Gucci put a hit out on him for $10,000.
Yep.
And
On a record, too.
His homeboy came to shoot him. Gucci Man laid that nigga out.
Yeah.
That's why he was just like, nigga, my outfit $10,000 right now. That shit went over niggas' heads.
Yeah.
Like niggas didn't know that was the bounty. Like niggas talking about
Yeah.
$10,000. This nigga talking about I'm a real estate, bro. What am I talking about? No fucking profit.
That's crazy.
Well, I
But
mean
yeah.
that's a flex too. I'm gonna give him
I mean,
that.
yeah,
That's a
definitely.
Yeah, it was a
okay,
flex.
whatever. But nigga,
But yeah, that
It
shit,
was
bro, the
shade.
disrespect.
It was shady that.
he's bro. Ain't no way. in
I'll
hell.
insert some in here just for those who hadn't seen it.
Ain't
But
no way.
Damn.
Broke the internet.
I tell you what. Put that nigga ass in the dirt.
Shoot him!
I tell you what. Smoking on Pookie Low tonight.
Shoot his ass!
I tell you what. I tell you what. This how we gonna do this. Send some more, I'ma send them the same way. Then
All
I
you gotta
box
do is
back
pull
to
that
you.
trigger back and BAM!
Are you doing too
Free
much
kill.
talking?
Free
Come on,
kill.
man. I tell you what though.
Yeah, I didn't
They
see
have
the
little
whole
compilation clips of just like
Okay, yeah. I'm
the
gonna watch
disrespect.
that.
Like
Or
he,
we
Freddie
can watch
Gibbs was
that.
killing that nigga.
he was,
He was
yeah,
killing
he
that nigga on
was.
Twitter. He was like, bro.
I didn't know Freddie Gibbs and Jeezy didn't fuck with each other. Like,
Bro, yes, we talked about this.
I
He
feel
used to-
like I
he used to
remember
fuck-
we-
remember, he basically got fucking Freddie Gibbs blackballed.
What?
He used to be with fucking who the fuck ever them niggas is fucking Jeezy niggas.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he was
Like,
like
I
Gibbs was
guess-
rolling with them.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And then I don't know, he did some fuck shit. He definitely talked about it like multiple times.
Yeah, I can look it up and find
Yeah.
it. This okay. See, I didn't even know that, but I was like,
But that's why I never like I love Gucci Man and I love Gibbs. So it was
Yeah,
just like
you
I was
could
never
never
gonna-
really-
I love. Don't get me wong, I fuck with Jeezy.
you,
like,
yeah, and we
but
all do, but
after,
you
like,
can never
you
love
know
them.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
I can
yeah.
never love him. I like you, but I can never.
Well,
love
your
you.
favorite rapper is like for real. I can't
Yeah.
fuck with this
Like
person.
Gucci Man
it's
was
hard
my favorite
to.
rapper in high school. Like my biggest dream was to meet Gucci Man and maybe get the chance to fuck his little ugly ass. Like, and this was ugly fat Gucci. Like,
Let's talk
you know what I'm
about, let's
saying?
talk about how
Like,
your goals have just escalated
Yeah.
so much since
Yeah,
the-
I definitely would still hit, but
now
I'm
it's
not
probably
pressed.
now it's probably more appealing.
Now it's definitely Drake. Like that's my goal right now. That's the goal for sure.
I wonder if before Drake messes with somebody, if he has a team scrub the internet for women talking about trapping him. It's like
That's, I feel like it's a smart thing to do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To where
Drake's
it's like
Scorpio, I feel like he's definitely strategic.
yeah, to where it's like I want to holler at
Well, is he
Angela
that
Simmons or
strategic?
something, and then you're like search all her interviews.
See,
See
I
if she
feel
ever
like-
said any wild shit about me, you know?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, he's strategic. I know he definitely like the women that he wants to approach. I know he definitely studies.
His baby mama got him.
She had a
Yeah.
fat ass.
Did
He like thick women.
yeah,
You know
he
that?
does.
He
Yeah,
like
yeah.
thick women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He likes uncomfortably thick.
Yeah.
Uncomfortably thick.
Yeah,
What was
and
that?
I appreciate like 'cause that shit is amazing. Same with Joe Budden. He's always with a crazy thick.
Yeah.
It's the thickness is always
Yeah.
it's always a thickness that has everybody talking. You know what I'm saying? It's like they literally stay with women. You be like, "Dang, he got another
He
thick
is so
one."
toxic. I never forget like that. The little Zumba teacher, Kaylin Garcia,
Oh yeah,
bro, he
The-
took that bitch down through there, like for
Yeah.
real. They was on the little
They were.
marriage boot camp, all of that bullshit.
Was he
Coke
on drugs
camp.
back then too?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay,
He used
yeah.
to
Oh,
smoke
we
that
talk about
boat.
Budden. Okay.
Joe Budden,
I
yeah.
respect him a lot though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I respect him,
There's
but
a lot of messages in his chaos.
yeah. But it is a lot of chaos. Though.
Yeah, you
And
have
it-
to like.
And
manage
right
it.
now, the chaos really ain't shit. Like he had a little bit of chaos when the whole Spotify thing went down, but it's like it's not like drug induced chaos anymore.
Yeah, he's on
Drug-induced
par
chaos
with like
is
the,
always
ca-
crazy.
But
the
his chaos seems to always have that silver lining where after his chaos is over,
You're
you
like
see
he's
what
like
the fuck
he's
he
like
was talking about.
He's like I told you so.
Right.
Yeah.
and
Right.
integrity is always like the foundation of all of it. Like,
Yeah, true.
He'll never like betray people, and he's always about being real and shit. You know?
I haven't looked at a fucking note.
Oh,
yet.
you haven't
Yeah,
looked at it yet?
that's cool. Y'all kind of hit on the Gibbs and Freddie thing a little bit.
Oh,
but-
so that was
but
down?
But Jeezy mentioned Gibbs and 50 in the new song is what I'm seeing up here.
Oh,
I might have
really?
to listen to that. Yeah.
I gotta listen to it. Hey, the record they played after the verses with Rick Ross and Jeezy, that shit was kind of hard.
Crazy.
That shit was kind of hard. Yeah, I mean Ross was snapping like, and it was on some like rich nigga shit, bro. It's just the nigga Ross just got.
He has iconic verses, man.
Bruh, it's like as soon as you hear, first of all, like he was second verse, so like as I'm listening to the first verse, I said, "Oh, this is the subject matter. Oh man, it's over." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You already know. It's like this is literally all he raps about anyway. This verse is gonna be lit. Period. Like,
Yeah.
and it was lit. The nigga looked rich as hell. You know, mink ringside at a boxing match. Like,
Yeah.
that shit was hard.
Nice.
And then but that was like music. But that shit was a dope ass like. That was a dope ass verses. Was that the most viewed? Doesn't it feel like every?
Yeah. It's 1.7 million views, new record for verses.
Yup. And
I wonder who the hell set that up, knowing the history behind it.
They did.
Swiss did.
They
yeah.
did?
And
Yeah,
they
both of
did.
them
Yeah.
did.
I know they had to pay Gucci a
Jeezy,
pretty penny for that
Jeezy
shit.
reached out
Gucci had to do a. He said
Oh,
he's not
so
doing a
he
verses
arranged
for
it.
under $1 million.
And I'm pretty sure.
So
I'm
we
pretty
know he
sure,
got at least $1 million.
Yeah, I'm
to
pretty
show
sure
up.
Jeezy reached out to him before in the past too.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm glad that they squashed everything, but like nigga, like nigga said, it's been 15 years, bro. And honestly, like, bro, you ain't gonna call me too many bitches or pussies in my face, and I'm not gonna at least goddamn throw a mic or
but they
shoot at
they
you
in a
with
different
something.
they in a different realm though. They gotta like show they gotta like. pay
Of
attention
course,
to
I'm
other
just
people
I'm
and
I'm
shit,
not
you know,
there
looking
yet.
at 'em.
I'm
All
not
right. Long
there
story
yet.
short, bro. The way Gucci Man was moving
The way that
during
nigga was
this,
disrespecting him, bro,
he wanted to. It was like
he wanted him to do something.
he wanted the story. It's almost like if Jeezy didn't break under that type of pressure, it would have literally reignited a brand new hip hop beef where lives have already been lost. So we know there's another.
Yeah.
We know lives will be lost
Yeah.
again if they like. But he said everything to get it started up again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like talking about his homeboy that he murdered. He was. This nigga
but
he
it-
got on the ground and was like, I dug that nigga up. He's like
Yeah.
disrespect for real. Like,
Put him in a box.
put him in,
Put
put
him
that
in a
nigga in the
box.
dirt. I put that nigga in the dirt. You send another one, I'm gonna send him right back the same way in a box.
That is crazy.
Yeah, like he was going
Even
crazy.
during the was it a Vlad interview or somebody or maybe it was
Charlemagne.
Yeah,
Yup,
he was like that nigga deserved to die.
He was like, because Charlemagne was like, do you ever feel guilty about the shit? He was like, no.
You know, with self-defense, do you ever think about that? And you think, like, maybe I could have handled that different, especially when you did, like, the diss record?
He needed to be in the ground. I put his ass where he supposed to be. He tried me.
That's the old Gucci still there.
Yeah, facts.
He tried me.
Yeah, he talked. really
Which,
crazy.
I mean, if you have to take somebody's life in self-defense, you can't be in the
Bro,
fucking
there
interview
is
later
no
for real,
way
for real.
you gonna be-
talking about I shouldn't have done it.
Bruh, that shit was making my blood boil. Like, bruh, ain't no way in hell. Like, this nigga won't even stand up. Like,
Like
Yeah.
I used to think about that, like to wonder if I could take somebody's life and be okay with it. I feel like if it was self-defense, I would find a way to justify it enough to where I get past that shit. Like I'd
Yeah.
be like, this is self-defense, bro. Like,
And I feel him because it's like,
yeah, like I gotta not.
this
give a fuck
nigga
about
came into
this.
my house with a gun and tried to kill me.
Exactly. Like I'm
I
not
can't feel
really
bad
okay.
for
I
him.
can't feel bad about that.
I can't feel bad for
Yeah.
him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He literally tried to take my life. I did what I was supposed to do. I'm still here. He's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I can understand, even if it's 50 years after, I'm never gonna fuck
still-
with you
yeah.
again. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
literally sent somebody to my house.
You know what he
Right.
tried to do to
That
me?
tried
that's why
to take my
I
life.
feel like this shit is just like it was supposed to be an apology for giving a truce or whatever.
Yeah.
That was just for like the social media. That nigga, bro, that nigga still feel the same type of way. But I will say this though, I know everybody thought that Gucci was a clone when he got out. If that fucking verse did not show you that that is not a
That's the
clone
same nigga.
Gucci,
That's the same
if
nigga.
that did not show you that that is
It's
the
the same
same
nigga.
fucking
He's
Gucci,
just in
you're
shape
out of
now,
your
that's
fucking
all.
mind. You don't know nothing about LaFleur.
And dress better.
It dressed
Yeah,
better.
that's
Yeah.
it. He's just clean. He's not
That's
smoking.
it.
He's not drinking. No lean. Like
He's
that's
still
him.
the hood nigga that
That's still him.
If
I
you
promise
try, if you try me, you will be pressed.
Like, that definitely showed me like nigga
Yeah.
that's Radrick. That nigga definitely used to bite niggas in kindergarten.
Right?
For
In the
sure.
Rugrat days.
For sure. Have you seen his baby picture? That nigga was a fucking menace.
There really were some
telling
really
you.
like badass kids that I knew that I grew up with, full-fledged gang members, fully respected in these streets. You know what I'm
Dead
saying?
ass.
Like,
Dead ass.
and it makes sense. These niggas were monsters when we were in elementary school.
When they were-
Just-
yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm
The teachers
saying?
and
Just
shit,
yeah, it's like
wow,
you just
oh
don't
my
give a fuck. Like they never gave a fuck. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like.
And still don't give a
And
fuck.
still don't, bro. And they're respected at this point. So I don't know what they did, but I saw the baby version of them. They've been moving with that level of gangster.
I'm just
Like,
hey, what was good? My nigga.
yeah, bro. And like you always good with them just because it was like
Exactly.
you never tangle with them on some street shit or adult shit.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though. Like it's like 2 or 3 people I know that were like that. I'm like, these niggas were always tough. Period.
Yeah.
Like I never knew them to be a bitch, and they were always with the action. And they have maintained
changed,
25, 30 years later.
Yeah, never changed, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. But what else is on that list?
Let's see.
Next thing is Twitter stories. I didn't notice that. Twitter has stories now.
Twitter stories and
I don't know if
Oh, I
everyone
never
has
do
it
that
now.
either.
Oh,
but
I thought everybody had it.
I mean, yeah, like
I don't know because even still, you
Facebook
got
started
the
having-
voice tweets.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have the voice tweets. I
That's
still
true.
be seeing people just getting it, so I feel like, but it's glitchy as fuck. Like
It is. It's slow.
super glitchy.
All that shit
Like
be glitchy.
that shit.
But
is
you know what
terrible.
be so kind of crazy to me is that like, so obviously when this dropped, the stories, that shit was trending. Instagram was trending and Snapchat was trending. Because people were like,
but wait, which stories?
like Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Snapchat stories.
Yeah.
Twitter has the stories now.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, because
in their
Facebook
app.
already has it. They already adapted.
But everybody copied Snapchat though.
Oh, it was Snapchat that was doing
Snapchat
that?
was the originators of it.
Okay.
That's what the whole app blew up off of, that you could have these 24-hour stories that went away. So they were the originators.
That's true, that's true.
And then Instagram was like, we need that if you're
Yeah.
taking niggas. But Snapchat always maintained because apparently the filters are so
The
good.
filters, yeah.
The filters on and the shit that you can do on there. So people will save it, but post it on Instagram, but they're still got the app. And then Facebook got it, obviously, because they're owned by Instagram, or Instagram is owned by Facebook. And now Twitter got that shit. So everybody was like, I'm finna delete my Instagram now. But the Instagram story, it's really like, and that's the thing that kind of blows my mind is that like stories have been a thing for like the last 5 to 7 years. You
Yeah.
just now decided to launch it. Why doesn't it work fully? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Beta as fuck.
yeah, it's clearly the
Yes.
beta. Like
Yeah.
you click on somebody's story, it takes a couple seconds to load. You click next, you're waiting a couple seconds, then it's going to the next
It's like,
one. Yeah, it's
damn.
like
Shit.
it's like this glitchy ass shit. Like, why did you even How is it? I don't understand how we're at beta right now. This
Now-
has been going on forever.
With Snapchat and all that stuff, are you able to pause the story? Okay, yeah, because I know with Facebook you're able to do that, but with Instagram, or
You
can
can do it
that
with Instagram too.
You can
Yeah,
pause it too?
Instagram, you can pause too.
You just gotta hold the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hold the screen on all of them.
You learn something new every day.
Yep, so screen.
Like I said, I got some stories I need to see before they go away.
I'm good for that. Be like, what?
Yeah. So
Yeah, you know, because they
you
have
can
stuff there, like it might be a paragraph or some shit, and I'm like,
Some niggas do be
15 seconds.
They be pairing.
Especially if they only have one, that should go quick as fuck.
yeah.
Now on the
'Cause you can
computer,
change the seconds on it.
you know what's dope
Oh.
is I hate that too. You got to
Yeah.
catch it.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
is. Why do y'all do that?
Because it
They
goes
want
by
you- they want you to
really.
stop it.
Why did that is annoying as
Invest your
hell.
time into stopping it.
That's
Invest
annoying.
your time,
That's
yeah.
annoying, yo.
Yeah.
It works because I'll go back like 7 times, but I hate y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing it now. It's over.
I hate y'all. I'm
I
gonna start doing it.
recognize the benefit of it.
Can't
And
beat them, join them.
if
Yeah.
I can't beat them, join them. I can't beat you, so I will be joining.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all a deep ass post. It's gonna be a paragraph and a picture, a nice quality picture.
Yeah.
And it's gonna last half a second. Y'all gotta try to catch that bitch.
Invest your time, nigga.
Yeah, now you gotta just go back and then hold it, bitch.
Yeah.
You gotta fully engage with this post.
Yeah.
What time is it actually?
10:30.
Yeah, we about
Perfect.
30,
We got about 15 more
35
minutes.
We got 35 minutes in.
35 minutes in.
That's
But
it?
we're 45, but
Yeah.
y'all were talking for like almost 10.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, but like
So-
including like before the.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can use it though.
Yeah, no, but that's fine though because I wanted to try to get out so he can get to the store before they close.
Oh,
Yeah,
10-4, 10-4, 10-4.
So yeah, but
Probably just hit the most important things on here, or things that I saw on this shit. That I
yeah,
was-
what else is on there?
Bro, did y'all see the Kevin Hart shit?
I did.
Heard it's trash, but I'm not
Oh,
surprised.
So I watched
that's
it.
on
You
Netflix,
watched it?
isn't- No.
Yeah, it is
no.
on Netflix. Yep.
It wasn't like
It wasn't terrible, but he named it incorrectly. He talked about he named
What was
it.
the name of it?
The name of it was like no fucks given or some shit like that. It wasn't that exactly, but he said
But it was
It's something like that. I remember.
something-
It was
seeing
something carefree, like I'm about to be
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
I'm about to be
Then
raw
he-
and uncut.
But then he was still PC.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like he didn't get raw and uncut. He just cursed more.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's
people
what it
were
is.
upset because he was basically talking about how his wife said that his dick was trash. And
She did?
Yeah, and basically he
Publicly?
would- I don't
No,
know.
to him,
To
to
him.
him.
Oh, gotcha.
But I
gotcha.
guess he was on some shit like, bitch, I can't be rich and give you good dick. Like, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it?
Wait a
That was
minute.
what
I
he
heard
said.
that
He was
joke
like-
before.
Yeah, that was his joke. He was like,
That's his joke.
you got to pick one. He was like, I was giving good dick when I was homeless, bitch. I can't do it no more.
I heard this before. I heard this before in another special or
Yeah,
something.
I've
He
heard
said
that joke
He called his
really?
he called his daughter a hoe.
Hey, bro. Okay, first off, I don't want to hear this bullshit because
That's
it
what I'm
wasn't even
telling-
like that. This is
I'm gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, the
This is,
jokes
I'm telling you,
wasn't
this is
like
what
that.
the people are saying. This is what
I know,
Twitter's
but that's
saying.
Okay.
that's the world being ridiculous,
Yeah.
bro. The way he was saying it, it wasn't even no crazy shit.
Because this is the thing. You were saying is mistitled, and that does make sense because, unfortunately for him, we got too many examples of
Actual
comedians who don't give a fuck for
Right,
real.
right.
We got Schultz, we got Chappelle.
Yeah.
These niggas are gonna give it to you how it is. You know what I'm
Bill
saying?
Burr.
Bill Burr. So you
yeah.
can't be out here naming your special.
No
raw-
fucks,
some-
no fucks given or something.
No
like
fucks
that.
given
I
or
remember-
something
I'll tell you the name of it.
Yeah.
like you really about to be coming like that, and then you just cursing a little bit, like it's.
Yeah.
But I've always said that to me, I'd rather watch Kevin Hart in movies.
Yeah, it's called zero fucks given.
Oh
Zero
yeah,
But yeah, but look, my thing with it,
I'm
bro,
I'm much more
so
of a
my thing
bigger.
with that outrage that you're talking about, Cherry, I find that to be ridiculous because
Yeah.
like those jokes weren't even that hard, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's just really irking me.
The
right
jokes weren't hard.
They weren't that hard. Like the whole thing. He was talking about how his girl, his daughter, met this kid and was like, she likes this kid, and he's like, well, baby, if you like her, you like him, go ahead and tell him what's up, let him know, blah blah blah. She did that. She came back. She like, we're a thing. And then she was like, a week later, she was like, I don't like Tim no more. I like Rob. And then like a week after that, she was like, I don't like Rob no more. I like Jimmy or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then he was like, my daughter's a hoe. He was like, this is
Yeah,
how
it
it
was-
starts. He was like, this is how it
Yeah,
starts.
it wasn't crazy.
It wasn't
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
yeah,
It
I
was
know
like
what you
a
mean.
whole setup to it, and it just like, but it wasn't like he just said my daughter's a hoe. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
People just don't like Kevin Hart because everything that's been going on with this marriage, like with him, I guess cheating on his wife, remarrying, cheating on her.
It's kind of crazy that he
All
admitted that
bullshit, yeah.
his wife said. You know
Well,
what
he
kind
said
of
somebody
DMs
else
is-
had-
You know what kind of DMs his wife is getting right now
Oh yeah, probably
from
crazy.
these savage niggas, bro.
I didn't even think about that.
Why would he say that?
Why would he say that?
But you know, like
It's like it's low key like he invited, like niggas are gonna hear that and think he invited. Oh, so I can holler at your girl because you ain't digging her down anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's literally, it's almost like he invited them.
Yeah, he said that. She said it's just not the same anymore. It used to be, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
oh, okay, so yeah, that's
Bruh,
what
if
he
my
was saying.
wife told me that, bro. We got to get this right then. You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
get that Viagra on fleek.
Yeah, what the fuck am I doing wrong? God damn it! Like I apologize about that.
Time to pick it up.
It's time to pick it. It's time for me to
it
start
up.
stretching a little
Yeah.
bit. Like what I need to do?
Drink some more water.
Hell
Should I
yeah.
be ordering this Blue Chew?
Yeah,
Blue
right.
Chew.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Blue
Like,
Chew.
do I need some assistance? Like, what's
Yeah.
the issue at this point? Yeah, fuck that. That's kind of crazy.
But you know, you said like you find his like movies funnier
I definitely like
than
his
his stand up.
movies way more.
I
than his
actually
stand-up.
find his interviews funnier than his movies and his stand up.
I agree with that.
Like
I
especially
agree
like
with
if
that.
he's with Tiffany
Haddish, yeah.
like when he's with
if
Tiffany
he's
Haddish
comfortable,
for some
if
reason
he's with the people you fuck with,
the both of them together for some reason, like I know they were in the movie before, like where they
but
were
they're
like in school
yeah,
or
they're
something
really
like that.
good. Oh yeah, what was?
Night school. or
Night
something?
School, yeah, Night School,
But I
yeah.
thought that
I didn't see that either.
they should make a movie to like if you see their interviews together, the dynamic is like this sort of like annoying brother sister thing where she's
Yeah.
the wild one and he's the one that has something. Why'd you say that? Why'd you? You know,
Yeah.
and it's so funny their dynamic. I feel like in the Night School movie, it should have been the opposite way around, or they should make a movie together where she is the wild one and he's the one that always has to like reel her in because that dynamic for some reason works perfectly. It didn't work. It doesn't work the other way around. Where in Night School, I think she was the one that was sort of like
She was the
composed.
one, yeah, and keep you on track.
Yeah,
and
not
he
really
was the
making that
wild
much
one,
jokes, but
yeah.
she's composed and he's the one doing the wisecracking. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be switched because that in their interviews it works that way. I'm like,
Yeah.
why can't that be a movie where they play brother and sister?
Yeah,
and
that'd
she's
be
wild
fire.
and he has to keep reeling her back. Like,
Yeah,
I just
that'd
gave
be
you an
hard.
idea. Go for it.
I'll tell you why
Run with
Kevin
it.
Hart got stale. His mannerisms haven't changed. He hasn't like reinvented those.
True.
things. So like you always hear the same little voice that he does. Like
Yeah.
all those things.
He's doing the same shtick.
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, when those punchlines, like when those jokes first was
out.
flying,
Hilarious.
like his and I did like his stand up more
Back then.
earlier
Yeah.
too. You
When
know
he
what I'm
was, like,
saying?
brand new to the,
yeah,
like,
but it was
game.
like once he became a movie star, like it was like once I saw him in movies, I was like, this is way better than the stand up. Like, so I gave up on his stand up, but apparently his stand up got worse too. You know what I'm
Never
saying?
reinvented. He just got.
It
on
just was
bigger
that same
stages.
thing. Yeah.
And even to a certain degree, like in his movies, it's just yelling.
Yeah, but and that's the thing. It's like because even his stand up, it's so dramatic and acted out during stand up. If you gave the nigga the props and the booms and the,
Oh yeah.
Probably turned
it's
out-
like this joke is even better now. Like,
Yeah.
like we're imagining you
Yeah, we're seeing it.
doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just put him in the movie and let him act the scene out. That shit would
Yeah.
be fucking hilarious.
And he was like legitimately funny, like in the young days coming up. Like Soul Plane was pretty funny, you know.
Yeah, that shit. I
shit's
like that
hilarious,
movie.
bro. I
Yeah,
love that shit.
I know they said it flopped,
Pa-
but that shit was so
Paper
funny.
Soldiers was one of my favorite movies.
This shit was funny too. Yeah,
Hilarious,
yeah,
bro.
bro. Yeah,
But,
those
like,
hood movies.
But exactly, I love it. If you haven't seen that, you need to watch that.
I need to
Yeah,
watch
and it's on
Amazon, I think. No.
Nah, it's on like Stars
Sorry,
or some
yeah,
shit.
it's on
But
Stars.
Beanie Singles in that.
Yep.
Beanie's in that.
Savage.
Savage.
But I know, like he blew up
Savage.
with what Think Like a Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Was
when
it?
that's when he became that's when he crossed
That's
over
true.
to
That
mainstream.
is a fact.
because
That is
that
a-
movie was a
yeah.
hit, and everybody's like, Kevin Hart, who's this guy? And
Yeah,
or
that's
I think
true.
maybe around his time, his stand up was starting to.
And
get
I feel
big
like
too, but-
well, I feel like one of his stand ups caught fire, and then he had the
Oh,
movie.
okay,
It
yeah.
was like the stand. Like
it was like
one,
right after.
Yeah,
one
it was
after
like one of
another.
those stand ups. I feel like it had like a
Seriously
green
funny.
cover.
Something
Seriously
like that,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that
my favorite
one.
one.
That one caught. It went crazy.
That was
And
that
that
was the
thing.
one where he had all the quotables and all shit. You gonna learn today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna go night night and all that.
Yeah,
All
that's
that
when
shit.
he had all the
Exactly.
bangers. He had
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
All that
and
was
then
great.
think like he followed
Yeah,
up
it
with
came
that.
up like right after
and
that.
then
Yeah.
that movie went crazy.
Now he
So
could be doing this right now, and I don't know, but I think the way he can come back on track is if he starts hitting clubs randomly, like Dave Chappelle does, like all
Oh.
the little baby like
Yeah,
nightclubs,
he's gotta-
he gotta get back in the circuit
True.
on a small level.
Yeah.
the base level of comedy
Yeah,
again.
because if you
Yeah,
can make a room of like 10 people laugh, like they not feeding off nobody else's laughter.
Yeah,
it's either
true.
funny or it's not, nigga.
that's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? So
Because he does like stadium.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, even when like Dave Chappelle, even during his stand up, bro, like watching this nigga work, this nigga is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, bro. I started watching what?
Whatever.
yo, You'll see on camera.
They zoned out.
She was
You
stuck
zoned
for,
out?
I'm talking about she was stuck for 15, 20 seconds.
For real?
Really?
And she was just staring right past me, and I was looking at her the whole time.
Damn. This nigga was
But
zoned
then
out.
she noticed you? Like,
I was like this.
oh.
Oh
I
shit.
just want to see how long it was gonna last.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Shut up, nigga.
So 15 seconds.
But yeah, I started watching some of the old Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
You know what is this? The Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
I've been
Bruh.
watching it too.
Bro, that shit
Hilarious,
was
bro.
pure
Bruh.
ignorance.
Had no idea.
How
Well, I
was he
mean,
getting away with that?
I wasn't watching it when I
You
was
know?
younger.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was
Yeah.
watching when I was younger. You weren't?
No, I wasn't watching.
definitely
Like,
was.
No, I wasn't.
didn't. I probably because how many seasons were there? 3. I started watching the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
And because I don't even think we had that channel low key. I don't even think we had cable or nothing like that.
Oh,
so
you
I
didn't have
wasn't
Comedy
watching
Central?
that shit every
Comedy,
week.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't.
yeah,
We wasn't watching Comedy Central, so
I
I
like
missed a
Comedy
lot of it.
Central 'cause
I got
after
on Dave
9,
Chappelle season 2.
Oh, bro, yeah, I was watching
Yeah.
it, man, but I didn't understand the jokes the way I do now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what the only reason why is because I downloaded it on LimeWire.
Oh,
I think I might have done
okay.
that too.
Yup.
Nah,
And I
I'm
put it
not
on my iPhone.
Yeah.
I put it on my iPod video at the time.
Yeah.
And I used to watch it on that.
Man,
That's
there's some
great.
iconic moments in that. The Wayne Brady episode,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Wayne Brady,
the jump with the trading spouses, that
Yep.
shit had me dying.
bruh, season 1, episode 1, bruh, this nigga came out the gate with the he came out the gate first episode
Yeah,
with
the blind
with
black
the,
dude.
Blind
with,
black,
with
yeah.
the blind black
KKK,
Klansman.
yeah.
I always thought that was like a
I
later.
was like, this is episode
One.
1.
Yeah.
Episode 1, first
Season.
2 minutes has a girl with her titties that pop.
It
He was
pops
like,
pops
he
out.
was
And
yeah,
actually pops out too.
yeah, actually pops out, and he was like, this is actual TV. Like, this is my show. Like, I could do this. I'm like, okay, this nigga, he's like really going crazy. Like,
And for the next like 5 episodes, he comes back on. He's like, "Wow, we're still on the air." I can't
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like, Comedy Central used to let niggas get away with a lot of shit. Like,
yeah, they did.
like
But
all the stand-ups and shit, they would uncensor them. That's why
Yeah.
it was.
Well, they
That's
also
why it
had
was
the
lit.
Girls Gone Wild thing going at night.
Girls go.
Oh my God,
wild.
yeah.
that was on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
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 I used to watch
Oh.
I
Comedy
used to watch,
Central.
like,
I think a
South
few
Park.
other channels.
I used to
Yeah.
watch, like, South
Yeah, I'm
Park.
sure that Girls Gone Wild had Market.
Yeah.
What?
Look, I was
They had-
always get excited every time I hear those fucking steel.
Bruh. Yo, that's what I should open. That's what I should open this episode up with.
Yeah.
The Girls Gone Wild music. Yeah, the music. Have everybody just going. That'd be crazy.
Had my VCR set.
Yeah.
Not the VCR.
Yep.
We get so many. Yeah, I think that'll slap actually. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, what time is he? I gotta.
It's got to be somewhere by
10:42.
11. The food
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
But,
So
it's
you
not
say it's
far.
like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, I mean we're about to wrap this up anyway. We could
Yeah.
do what else is on there? Is there anything else on there
Yeah.
that we should definitely cover?
Fresh Prince, maybe.
Oh, I did. Did y'all watch it?
Oh,
I did.
No,
I
I
wanted
didn't.
to.
I watched it
I watched it.
illegally. I don't know if I'm proud of it, but
He's proud of it.
somebody uploaded the whole thing on YouTube,
Shout out. to them.
and I was like, bookmark. Let me come home and pull it up on my TV.
Yeah.
Watched it. It was in 1080p, and
A
it was
good
it was
bootleg,
yeah.
too.
It was not like bootleg.
was
It was
the
like
video.
somebody like downloaded it,
Yeah.
and uploaded the full quality version.
Oh, shit.
And it was like like watch it before.
Oh, so
like,
it was lit
thing.
then.
Yeah,
You
what?
watched-
Nice.
Yeah, I was just like, it can't be. It
Yeah.
started. I was like, holy shit.
And the fact that it was there for hours after is even
Yeah,
crazy.
it's probably
Yeah.
gone by now.
It's probably gone.
But
yeah,
and that's probably like his second or third time even putting it up. I
Facts,
probably caught
facts.
like the second time. It popped up on my like homepage.
Facebook be doing that too, don't
Yeah.
they? They
Facebook?
be having full video movies, 1080p
Oh, yeah.
quality.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you just
I
go
don't watch hella movies from
and-
Facebook.
Yeah,
And I
and
just
you
stream it. It just cast it.
Yeah, you just you just do the full screen, high quality. No
Yeah.
commercials, roll right through that bitch.
Yeah. So from what I saw, like it was great. I enjoyed the whole thing, and of course when it got to the I was gonna say
When
Dr. Phil,
the,
but Uncle Phil
Uncle
part.
Phil, yeah.
Yeah, when that part, like, because they watched the video of Uncle Phil while you're watching it, and
Yeah.
they're just streaming,
Yeah.
and it's
The
just
editing on that shit was kind of sick, wasn't
I'll
it?
have to
watch
The editing on that whole documentary thing.
Oh yeah, the
editing
whole thing
was
is
sick,
great.
bro.
You said you saw it too.
I did not.
Oh,
I'm
you did
going to
not,
watch it
okay.
tonight.
The editing
I
was
didn't even
sick.
know about it, honestly.
Like the way
Oh,
they did
okay.
the timeline and
Yeah.
the way that, just like you said, like we all watched something at the same time and we like
Oh,
had an
yeah.
emotion and then you go back to the camera and everybody's going through the same thing.
Yeah.
You, the viewer, and them on the
Yeah,
That shit was
While Will
ill.
Smith is
And
crying,
then
you're crying. And
even when he did an interview with the original Aunt Viv.
yeah, which is in like that was for this documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was just a snippet, but
Well,
like
they end
you
their
get to see
feud.
the whole thing.
They ended their feud
and-
on there, and they didn't even know. The other
Yeah.
cast members didn't know. They watched their. exchange together live as we watched it. So then after the exchange was done, you go back, you see everybody's reaction, and people are just like, "Oh my god!" And then she walks in.
Yeah, and then Aunt Viv meets Aunt Viv, and
Yeah,
that was
'cause
like
they had
epic.
never met before.
They had never
Oh,
met
what?
before.
They
Yes.
never met.
Well, I can see that if you got beef with the character.
Yeah, and it's not even like
I mean,
they
she
had
didn't
beef.
really
It
have
was
beef
just
with
I
her.
had your old
I
job.
know,
Yeah.
I know they didn't, but
Yeah.
like, what reason does the old
Exactly.
Anvil have to come back to set? Like, what reason?
She
does
took your
have to go
job,
back?
basically.
Like,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like. I
And
just
why
like
would
my
y'all
job.
meet
I'm
each
not
other in
I'm not
person?
walking back into my job.
Unless you're at the same club or some shit. Like that'd be
Yeah.
the or restaurant. That'd be the only time.
And they
that
had
you,
blackballed her, so won't nobody invite her.
So she
Like
wasn't-
literally too,
exactly.
because she was dark. Skin.
Yeah.
fucking years. You ain't
Yeah.
have no fucking work. That's crazy.
That shit
But
is
she goes
real.
into depth of what happened even with Will Smith, you know, and
She
you
does,
understand it
yeah.
from her point of view, but then you also understand it from his point of view, him being a 21-year-old. Like, what the fuck do you know? You know,
Kid.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's just like, she's being mean. Get rid of her. Yeah.
Yeah,
And she's just going like it changed my life. That whole decision took my whole life on a different. Like, I
Yeah.
remember at least 3 times she said like it ruined my life.
She did. She did say that
Yeah.
multiple times. That shit was
Yeah.
crazy.
But when you see
Yeah.
old clips of her, because sometimes you kind of forget like the impact she had as on Viv. Because I
No,
remember the
bruh.
other one, like
Man,
A lot
yeah,
too.
bruh. Those 2 seasons she was there,
Those are my favorite.
the way she was
seasons.
dancing, and you know, like the
bruh,
way she was. And,
yeah, bruh. I mean, just superb. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And she was like a strong lawyer too. 'cause there was
bruh,
some
strong
scenes-
woman. Like
Yeah.
did it all, bruh. Like she was.
She was
yeah.
there. If she felt like a mom.
Role
Yeah.
model.
Yeah.
And honestly, she held. If she didn't have that role so strong, we wouldn't have been able to accept. Now the second,
on
On
Viv.
Viv. She was
on
fire
Viv-
too.
she was fired too,
Yeah, she
but it
fine.
was
Yeah,
like
I liked her.
she just set the role on fire. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
And so when I was younger, it's like something I didn't even pay attention to. Really, it was
Yeah.
just like I kind of knew there was
those some
like,
hard shoes
they
to fill
switched,
too.
huh?
Those some hard shoes to fill. After
Yeah.
you just saw what somebody did 2 seasons, and now you have their job.
Yeah, but it wasn't like I don't know. For some reason, as a kid, it was like it was sort of like how Michael Jackson turned from black to white. It was sort of like
Facts. It was a thing
he's,
that
he's
happened.
just white now.
Yeah. It's a fact.
Yeah,
It's a
okay,
thing that-
Aunt Viv
and
is another woman now.
True.
Yeah.
That's how I thought about it when I was a kid. But like now that I like watch the documentary
Yeah.
and look at it, I see it like the other way. Like if
Yeah.
I was that person, like if I was Uncle Phil, like they fired Uncle Phil and then now I'm Uncle Phil. But say he just had the scene with Will Smith where his dad died and like that crying scene.
Yeah.
Like now I'm the new nigga that's gotta come in behind that
Gotta
shit.
do that? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And when they
Like,
showed that scene again,
that's intense,
you know,
man.
like,
Yeah.
it was, and just all those great moments, like, and how that show was just not before its time. Maybe it was perfect for the time, but it's just like the black issues they brought up on that episode.
still
when
relevant today.
Will got shot, and like Carlton was going down a dark path, and even that was another emotional.
In that episode when they were in college and the black frat wouldn't accept Carlton.
yeah,
Crazy scene.
got
Crazy.
stopped by the cop. you
Yup,
know,
the
and-
cop. Yup, yeah. And they said that was a turning point in the show.
Yeah,
That episode was a turning point in the entire show.
yeah.
But the way that they did the script, that was dope as hell too.
Mm-hmm.
So they were shooting this weekly because they were shooting it weekly because they had
I
a
think
live
so, yeah.
audience.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
were
They had a live audience too.
yeah.
like,
So
no
they were
laugh
moving on
track
like a
shit.
Monday through Friday schedule, like Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
Every week you got to have a new schedule. So they would get the script. But then there would be a day that they would do a reading, and then there would be the next day, everybody had their chance to put their input in.
Yeah.
And then they were like, they got to blast the script before they got to say it. So they'd be like, first of all, a black person would never say that. You need to take
Right.
that line out. Like, that's why all the dialogue was so real.
natural,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they were like, but what if we did it this way? So they would add that part in and maybe it'd take.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
they mentioned that the majority of the writers were white. If anything, they
Yeah,
were all white.
yeah,
you know? So
yeah,
they
that's
had
true.
to no choice but to like, okay, well, we're gonna say
so
it
they
like
were
this.
all writers in the show.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is an even crazier
Or
twist.
ad lib or something like that. Just
Yeah.
make it their own, the lines,
Yeah.
because white people can only write black so much,
Yeah,
if
facts.
if at all.
Facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can wrap this up. What was I about to say? Oh, y'all want to do write outs?
If you want, yeah.
I don't have one off the top of my head. I'm trying to think. And what the fuck? I do have one.
Okay. You,
I do have one. And you know what I'm saying? I was in the crib, was chilling.
I was in the
vibes was
club
good.
popping them bottles.
We was talking about that Bruno Mars conversation came up.
Oh,
in the
really?
house.
What, today?
No, it was like 2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna play Chunky by Bruno Mars.
Chunky, yeah. That's
Yup. You like to hear it? Here it go.
Yeah.
This nigga snoring.
I can't remember the name of the song, but it's off Busta Rhymes' new one.
Okay,
'Cause
gotcha.
it just
I
like
still haven't listened. I'm gonna listen to that shit.
yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
mean,
nothing
I
to go
haven't
crazy
heard a
about,
bad
but it's
thing
just
about
dope.
it. Yeah.
It's not like, of course, like with these older rappers, it's not gonna be like exactly like
Right.
their classic shit, you know. But it's just like, oh, that's good for the time, you know, that we're in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a song featuring Rhapsody. I guess if you just put Busta Rhymes featuring Rhapsody. And I just like
I won't find it.
the theme of the song, just because like it's about her. Like, I guess like if Busta Rhymes is like the father of her child, it's about her admitting all her fuck ups to him, like saying like, yes, I know I was like doing this, I was keeping you away from your son and all that stuff. And then he raps from the perspective of the guy, saying like, yeah, you were doing all that shit and all that stuff. And I was jealous. I'm jealous now that you're with a woman who's better than me. That's what she says. And he's like I forgive
they were
you and all that
exchanging back
stuff.
and forth?
Yeah, and then he goes
fire.
into like, you know,
didn't listen to that
I'm
album.
glad that you expect. I mean, I'm glad that you accept that I'm with a woman that's going to teach our son how to be a man and all that stuff. You know, so it's a real good thematic song.
Is it called Best I Can?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
cool.
best I can. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you'd like to hear it, here you go.
That's
And it's a dope boom bap, you know, soul beat thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
What you got, TNT?
I don't know. Oh yes, I do.
Liar.
Four Things. Freddie Gibbs and Big Sean
Ooh, is it a snap
and Hit
city?
Boy. Oh my god.
What?
And
Yeah.
they
Need
just
it.
dropped
Oh,
that
Hit
shit.
Boy,
It's a
yeah.
new
Need to listen to
single.
that shit.
Oh
Okay.
my god, bro. Big Sean and Freddie Gibbs was going back and forth, like 2 bars each.
Yeah. Wait,
What?
Who's
Yeah,
project?
Like two
No,
bars
it was
each.
just a single.
Okay.
It's a
All right.
single. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
called Four Things, like 2 bars each, 4 bars each. Like they was really. They
Was
really
Hit Boy
snapping.
rapping or on production?
I think he was just on production.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was
Because
just
he
on
do be
production.
rapping.
does rap.
So
Maybe I can't even.
Hold
Big
on,
Sean and Gibbs was just snapping so hard. If
Yeah,
he
I
was,
just-
I wasn't even thinking about that. Like I was literally just rewinding their
Shit.
part back
Yeah.
and forth, and I was like,
I mean, Big
"Nigga,
Sean literally never disappoints.
dog,
Yeah.
he was going.
You know what I'm saying?
off.
Yeah,
The
Big
song
Sean
might
was
not be
good.
for me,
Yeah.
but he
And
does.
you
He
know,
doesn't
they both-
disappoint.
They both rap kind of fast, so they was
Yeah.
definitely doing that. Like speeding up the cadence and everything. It's like that. It's like that.
Nice.
So it's called Four Things. If you like to hear it, here it go.
And I feel like you have to be in the studio to even create those records. You
Yeah,
can't.
dude.
You can't
See,
send that,
that
by email.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
momentum.
You can't sound. You can't do that.
Unless
you
y'all
can't-
gonna be on FaceTime, like, what's your Tuesday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. FaceTime. Yeah, you know what I mean? Which that's
Yeah.
still gonna be hard. You got to be
Yeah.
in the studio for some shit like that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, so isn't it Happy Indigenous People Day?
Yes.
Right.
Fuck all that Thanksgiving shit.
Yeah, we're
Should've
giving
been thankful
thanks.
for it, nigga.
Happy Thanksgiving shit sound like a murder to me. The great Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But yeah, Happy Indigenous People Day. You know, this is the family day. This is literally like I don't even think of it as
The
like
family day.
this is just this is the family day. This is the family day. This is the day that you see like the people that you haven't seen in your family in a fucking minute and link up with them and do whatever y'all do. So
All the people
Y'all
who
sit
voted
back.
different than you.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Y'all sit back, kick it, and just chill and relax. You know, it's
Yeah.
and we'll see y'all next week.
All right, peace.
Peace.
You just watched well, we could start over if you'd like.
Hey.
You just watched the 3 Oak podcast instead of listening to it.
You just watched the 3 Oak podcast. Okay.
Thank you for watching the 3 Oak podcast.
Hey, and you should click the subscribe in the box right below.
This guy's a rapper.